This is like the third time I'm trying to film this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 very cute, very affordable DIYs for Valentine's Day from the Dollar Tree. I should say, using stuff from the Dollar Tree. You get the idea. Yeah, let's get started. For the first DIY, you're gonna need a hot glue gun, some heart-shaped rings, napkin rings, and a pair of wire cutters. So, first things first, you're just going to take the wire cutters and completely remove the ring part of the little plastic ring. You can see me just twisting here to get it off. You want to make sure that you take off as much of that plastic part as you can so that the plastic heart will lay flat on the napkin ring. And here I'm just taking the wire cutters again and making sure I'm getting off as much of the plastic bit as I can. And it's as flat as possible, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue, put it on the heart, and then attach it to the napkin ring, and it's really as simple as that. And then simply just repeat the process with the rest of the rings until you have 6 beautiful napkin rings. And here's just an idea of what the napkin ring would look like at a place setting for Valentine's Day or any special occasion having to do with love. For the next DIY, all you need is a hot glue gun and this love sign. So this isn't as much of a DIY as it is just a reconstruction. I didn't like that the sign hung vertically, I wanted it horizontal. So all I did was remove the ribbon from the back side of the sign, and the ribbon came off very, very easily, as you can see from the video. Any glue that did stick to the ribbon was just easily peeled off afterwards. Next, I just simply laid out the ribbon and figured out exactly where I wanted to place the letters so I knew where to hot glue gun them. I did eventually start using a ruler to figure out the measurements and make sure that they were equally spaced out. Then I simply put a line of hot glue on each letter and placed it precisely on the ribbon where I had measured it out. And then finally, I just went back in and added glue on any of the edges that I had missed originally. And once it had time to fully dry, I hung it in front of our fireplace, and I think it looks great. For the next DIY, you're going to need 2 11 by 14 frames, a bag or picture or image or whatever you want to be in the frame of your choice. I used this bag because I liked how the love looked. And then you're also going to need a piece of foam board and some E6000 or hot glue. For the sake of the video, I cut the gift bag images out as well as the foam board off camera just because I didn't want the video to get too long and it was really just boring. I just, cut them to the sizes I needed. And then what you're going to want to do once you have them cut out to the size you like is just use a little E6000 or just hot glue and glue on the image to both sides of the foam board. Then you'll just have to take out the back of each frame as well as the little piece of paper that's in the frame. Just remove them, throw them out, you don't need them anymore. And then you're going to bend back all of the closures, those little metal tabs that are sticking up, just bend them all the way back so they lay flat on the frame and they're no longer sticking up. Then once that's completed, just remove the glass from the frame. I use a little bit of the E6000 and I put it inside the rim of where the glass lays, just so when I put the glass back on, it would glue down and hold. Then after that, you're just going to take a little bit of the glue again. You can do hot glue or the E6000. I use the E6000. Put it on 4 corners of one side of the image. I put it on the side without the glitter. If you notice, the bag had glitter on the one love side, the other side didn't. So I put it on the side that didn't have the glitter. Then you're just going to place it down in the middle of the frame and hold it until it stays still. This next part I actually would not do if I could go back, but I used an old necklace and I glued it to the inside of the frame so it would act as a chain that would hold up the sign, but it actually just kind of made it harder for the 2 frames to glue together. So I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it's really up to you. Learn from my mistakes. Then once the necklace or chain, I should say, was dry onto the frame, I then took some E6000 and put it all around the frame so I could glue them together. I do honestly think I should have used hot glue. I think it would have done a better job. I was not having good luck with this E6000. I will not lie to you. It's the first time I've used it and I'm still learning exactly how it should be used. So either way, you can do it, but I wish I had used hot glue. And here's the final product hanging on the wall. Again, I wouldn't really recommend hanging it up because I don't know how well the chain will hold. And then here it is just on the fire mantle, and I think it looks really great. For the final DIY, you're gonna need a little mason jar. I found this one at the Dollar Tree. You need some white sand, some fake flowers, a little figurine, some glitter, and E6000 or hot glue. And here I'm just showing you my inspiration for this DIY. It's a little place card holder that I bought from Target during Christmas time. You're going to just hot glue the figurine to the bottom of the mason jar. You want to make sure you pick out one that'll actually fit in your mason jar, so it just depends on the size of the jar itself. Then you're just going to add a bit of the white sand. They also had red sand at the Dollar Tree, so pick whichever one you really like and add as much as you like. Then just add a little bit of glitter or a lot of glitter. It's really up to you. And then once the glitter is added, just shake up the jar so everything is mixed together. And then for a nice finishing touch, I just hot glued 3 pink flowers to the top of the jar to make it look just a little bit prettier and more whimsical. I just kind of liked how it looked. These flowers are originally from Michael's, but you can also use the faux flowers from the Dollar Tree, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to stick around and you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button below. Till next